to St. Collegiate, number 24, John LaRosa. To the the deputy team, and the triangle player is number 44 out of St. Dennis, Joe Fleming.
Bogey, penetrate, sector 4.
Range 31 miles. Range 26 miles.
Heading 340.
This guy can fly. Okay, Fang, we got him on the Roz.
He's trying to target us.
Jam him.
He's fast, he knows. Okay, he fired.
So did we. He's pulling a 7G turn out of here.
Looks like he's hightailing home, guys.
Space technology of the 21st century.
Okay, came up, please.
Let's go get him out.
It's here, now, in the Air Force. Aim high. Air Force.
Comcast, watch us now. Comcast, we know how. Comcast, watch us now.
Hey, Brian. Brian. All right, Brian. Here we go, guys. Right now, hey. Okay, there you go. All right. Second place on that. Yes, sir. Okay, let's get him out here. Seamus, you were first place. That's yours. All right, Seamus, way to go. Who's you? Tommy, second place. Tommy was, we got the 11-year-olds now. We got Nathan Robinson, Mark Quinlan. Okay, you were second place. Mark right here. All right, Mark. Place is Nathan Robinson. All right, Nathan, ready to go. Congratulations. Anthony Sheridan, first place. Where you go? Second place, Michael Curry. There you go. Michael? Third place, Ronnie Haas. Okay, Ron. Some of these kids won't be here.
Temperature's up a little bit.
Okay, thank you. Captain, we have a problem back here. Let's get some light on. He's gonna be attacked now.
What are you doing?
Feeling a little dizzy.
Start an IV, bolus of lidocaine.
You are 200 miles north of the nearest hospital and 31,000 feet above it.
300 Zulu.
In the Air Force, you really have to know what you're doing because there's no one there to do it for you.
Gonna be fine.
Aim high. Air Force.
Welcome back to Comcast Horizon 66's telecast of the 15th annual Daily News Eagles City All-Star Football Game from Northeast High's Charlie Martin Memorial Stadium. My name is Ted Solari. With me is Ed DiCamillo, and an invited guest as we finish up the halftime is the founder of the game and one of the few men who has been involved since the very beginning, Dr. Ralph Recapito. Ralph, what do you think so far?
Well, Teddy, I think it's probably one of the most exciting halves we've had since we started the game 15 years ago. Certainly the most balanced passing on both sides. The white kid and also Tomaski from Roxborough throwing the ball from the public side, and Briggs from Judge doing a great job on the non-public side. Some great catches there. Crispina and the West Catholic kids. Eddie's guys there doing a good job.
T.J. Gorman at tight end.
Absolutely,
big play.
real big. And Devlin also from Father Judge. We really like the two running backs from the two big backs from the non-public league, Wycheck and Simmons. They're really put them both together there. That's really a load. And I'm expecting big things in the second half. We don't know who to pick right now, that's for sure.
Yeah. Ralph, what kind of feeling does it give you to 15 years after this thing started to, number one, have a nice crowd on not a great night weather-wise, and number two, have a game being televised on cable TV? Did you ever envision these kinds of things?
Well, honestly, Teddy, we did. We got even bigger plans, so we're going to keep working at it, and hopefully it'll be the biggest thing ever.
Okay, Teddy, we're ready to go with the second half, and we have Bill Ettis lining up the ball, who'll be kicking off for the non-public league team.
Back for the public league in the middle, Keita Crispina from Abraham Lincoln, Tavis Anderson, and Tony Snipes on the flanks. Third quarter action, the kick by Ettis. Off Cologne's hands, off Crispina's hands. Crispina picks it up at the 6.
Oh, what great speed, Teddy.
Block from Ballard. Here he
just
goes.
Took that back outside. Look
Here he
at
goes,
this.
maybe? No.
Just a great run back.
He is probably the most versatile athlete on the public league team.
He just put on the afterburners and outran the coverage.
Out to the 37-yard line, excuse me, Ed. We'll set the situation here. It'll be 1st and 10 for the public league on their own 37, and non-publics, of course, on defense.
Nice when you have great speed, Ed.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Public league not changing much, still using a wing I formation.
Ed, I think we got this job by our weights. They thought it was going to be blustery up here tonight.
Short trap again up the middle.
Gain of about 3 on the play.
Looks like we have about 7 or 8 guys in on that tackle.
Yeah.
The non-pub's doing a great job, and on the bottom of the pile is number 32, Jeff Burke.
And his counterpart, 32 for Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln's Charlie Peoples ran the ball. Up to the 41, let's call it. Pick up of 4. In the first half, Peoples had 8 carries for 28 yards.
Blast off tackle.
Nowhere.
Good defensive play by number 35, Vince Amabile out of West Catholic High School. He just dumped him for about a yard loss.
One of us coached him. Who was that, Ed?
I think I did, Teddy.
Okay. Loss of 1, back to the 40. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback for the Public League is Patrick Tomaski, who started off from Roxborough. His uncle, George Tomaski, is the basketball and baseball coach at John Bartram. Fake to rush, rolls left.
Getting some pressure. Amabile put pressure, knocked Sean White down. White was lucky to get that pass off, and it's an incompleted pass.
It was intended for Keita Crespina, it was a shade short, and it'll be 4th down situation.
In the punt will be Jim Walk from Washington High School, and the 2 deep backs will be Garlick from Father Judge and Harrison from Cardinal Doherty. Both of these guys have got the capability of taking this ball back coast to coast. With us in the booth, we have a former Eagles player, Vince Papali.
Hi, Eddie. How you doing?
All right, Vincent. Glad to have you up here with us tonight.
It's a good football game.
Punt by Work is down by the Public League on about the 28-yard line, so the non-publics will take over 1st and 10. Some impressions, Vince, what you've seen so far?
Quickness off the line, some pretty good strength up front. I'm not too familiar with Philadelphia high school football, living over in South Jersey, but I like it.
Yeah, these are the best, supposedly. Every so often you get 1 or 2 kids that couldn't make it because of injuries or a major commitment to a spring sport and they decided not to play, but ostensibly these are 100 best players in Philadelphia.
I know some of the college coaches are glad they're allowed to come back and watch these guys play again, talking to them outside.
Yeah, if not in person, at least they can get tapes. Okay, Doug Briggs from Judge is the quarterback, as he has been all night. The give to Wycheck, met hard at the line by 67. David Carolina, the middle guard from Bach, very quick off the ball.
Well, the non-pugs have come back out with their starting lineup with Wycheck at fullback and Evelyn Niblet at the tailback spot, and have stuck to the basics. They're still in the I formation, either running a slot or running a pro formation, and just doing the basic stuff to keep the ball moving.
2nd down. Briggs, too high for Gorman, is that?
Yeah, it looked like Gorman again, trying to run that seam pattern that they had some success with in the 1st half, but Briggs just overthrew the ball. Again, Teddy, I think Briggs has been more successful when he's throwing that ball on the run. He seems to have a heck of a lot more on the ball when he's either sprinting out or rolling out, but when he uses that drop back series, he hasn't had much success.
No. Okay, it's 3rd and 10. Garlic split left, closer to us. 12-10 remaining, 3rd quarter. 14-7, non-publics lead it. Fake to Niblet.
Nice throw, nice grab.
That's an outstanding grab.
Marcelo Sedembrino from Archbishop Ryan. Up to the 47-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the non-pubs.
Marcelo had a great season this past season, having played for Archbishop Ryan's championship team, where he had 44 receptions with 4 touchdowns and averaged 15.1 yards a reception. So he's a good receiver.
Well, he made a nice adjustment back to the ball, that one to the outside, sure.
His height doesn't hurt. Nice target. Niblet. Short gain, 77.
I see Briggs went down, and this could be a problem for the non-public league team, as their backup quarterback is unable to play tonight. I know Coach Sable all week long was concerned not having a backup quarterback, and has used people like Frank Wycheck and Chuck Morgani at quarterback, and it looks like it may be Morgani. Morgani seems to be warming up on the sidelines. Morgani may have played some quarterback back when he was in Little League football, but he surely hasn't played any during his high school career, and this could be a big blow to the non-public league team.
Yeah, I would imagine the pub will just crowd the line of scrimmage and look for rollouts, but Briggs hops up.
He seems to be all right, but obviously he's going to have to leave the field for one play. He's had some problems all week long with a bad ankle. He's been hobbling out there, but he's a tough kid. He'll be back in there, I'm sure. Vince, I think the key so far in this ball game has been the big offensive line from the non-public league team. they seem to have controlled the line of scrimmage, and not only using strength, but using a heck of a lot of quickness.
Yeah, they're really in control on that first series, too, until Wycheck fumbled on the, right down there around the 2 or 3 yard line, but they were really blowing.
Okay, we got Morgani in there at quarterback.
Almost mishandled the snap, and he does roll out.
Well, not a bad play.
Derek Evans pushes him out of bounds.
Let him do what he does best. Put the ball under his arm and took off running.
Calvin Shakur and Avery Jones also in on the tackle.
Oh, well, Coach Vermeer always had a good saying for that one, as I&A it, improvise and adjust.
Wilbert ever do that in workouts, just messing around?
No, we always had John Shire as our catastrophe,
right, yeah.
catastrophe quarterback. When we got down to John, it was a catastrophe.
Okay, we're in a 2nd and 8 situation with 11:05 remaining on the clock in the 3rd quarter, and the score still remains non-public league 14, public league 7.
On Comcast, Horizon 66.
Getting back to Settembrino, Teddy, I think he's one of the sleepers in this ball game. He's a big target. He's 6'3", he's 175 pounds, and he may be headed towards Westchester, but I think he's a real sleeper. I think he'll be a real catch for a Westchester.
His brother Tom is already a good, almost mishandled again.
That looked like Niblett.
Yep.
Morgani's having trouble with the snaps, and we can't blame him. Like I said, he's never played that position before. But I see Briggs is coming back into the ball game along with Settembrino. By the way, Settembrino's brother, who is up at the University of Minnesota, was an MVP in this game 2 years ago when he played for me in this game, Teddy. And he is a fine running back. And his brother Tom is also a tight end at Westchester. So he comes from a long line of athletes.
Yeah, build-wise, Marcelo much more resembles Tom than he does Albert.
Yes.
Although he's a shade skinnier at this point. But that's
Briggsy back in there, straight handoff to Wycheck up the middle. Again, the non-pubs go right back to their running game, and the offensive line is just coming off the ball.
Down to the 37-yard line. It'll be 2nd down.
Kind of amazing, don't you think, Vince, that in an all-star setting like this, that there's been very few penalties?
Yep.
Steve Devlin split way high on the right side. The give to Niblett. Damon Bethel, nowhere. Stay here. You're down.
Bethel again on the play. Bethel's just a fine athlete with great speed and great range. He was blocked there momentarily, but just slid off the block and stops Niblett for no gain.
Well, as a coach, Ed, how do you work it out there? I mean, do you get real fancy in terms of your signal calling? They keep it pretty much to the basics. That's one thing that would cause the procedure penalties and whatever.
Yeah, both teams have look like they're running the same offenses. They're both in the eye, basically, running straight-ahead blast plays, running a trap now and then. And a big play for the non-pubs has been the tailback counter.
3rd down, Briggs looking to throw. It's a long one.
Look at this, look at this. Oh, just an outstanding play by the receiver. Ball was a little underthrown, and he came back and picked that ball up
Tom Garlick
out of nowhere, and that's Garlick, the receiver out of Father Judge, who only played a few ball games this year, this past season for the Crusaders, but is a fine athlete, and come up with a real big grab and put the non-publics in scoring position down around the 3-yard line.
Daishik Jones, the defender from Martin Luther King, was there and seemed to slip at the last second. And as you mentioned, Garlick came back for the ball perfectly. That's what a receiver's supposed to do. And he puts the non-pub on the doorstep. 3-yard line, let's call it.
They're going back with those 2 big backs. Looks like Wycheck at the tailback spot.
And Simmons.
And Jeff Simmons from Father Judge at the fullback spot. Simmons just pulls over the left side for a touchdown, where we got some great blocking out of Tim Gallagher from Penn Charter, who did a great job on the left side there. Let's see if we can pick up a couple of those big offensive linemen for you. Frank Kikora out of Newman. Steve McGeckran from Archbishop Ryan. And Hugh Gallagher from North Catholic.
8:29 remaining in 3rd quarter. It's now 20-7 non-publics. Bill Edis again on for the kick. It's up.
Well, he got a lot of foot into that one, Teddy. There's no doubt about that one.
Almost to the back of the track. Head coach Bill Sable from North Catholic of the non-pubs directing his team. They lead it 21-7.
Also up here in the booth, Teddy, we have with us John McEnhenny. John's no stranger to the All-Star game. He's been a coach on both sides of the ball. He was coached in the first All-Star game when he was a coach with West Catholic High School, and he also coached the non-public league team several times when he was both the head coach at Frankfort High School and Northeast High School. John's one of the only coaches that I know of that has won titles in both leagues, which is a rarity. And we're happy to have John with us here tonight.
Okay, John Mack, what do you think so far? You've been on both sides here, Catholic, non-Catholics, publics, non-publics, everybody.
I'll tell you what, Ted, I think we got a whale of a ball game. I'll tell you now, the non-publics is coming along pretty good, and but it's a hard-hitting game out there. But I think the non-publics seem to have the advantage now.
Tony Snipes returned that kickoff, caught it on the 15-yard line. He's from Frankfort, one of the many places you've coached.
Oh yeah, I had my good days at Frankfort High School, I'll tell you. I enjoyed them.
John, what do you think's been the big key so far for the non-public league, putting 21 points up on the board?
Well, it looked like the pass offense to me was really clicking earlier, and just now they made a beautiful pass play completion. It looked to me like the pass offense seems to be doing well in spite of the weather.
Okay, we're on the 26-yard line, the public league taking over. Patrick Tomaski still at quarterback. Crispina split wide to the right. Mike Ballard, who is also a quarterback now and is a receiver for the public league, he was up top. Sundiata Rush swarmed under. The ball carrier from Central headed for the University of Pennsylvania. Line of scrimmage will be the 25. John, what are some of the differences you noticed through the years having dealt with both leagues on a regular and long-time basis?
The Catholic League, I think, has a little bit of an advantage, being that they start August 15th and they go 7 days a week, where in the public league, we start September 1st, and most of our games are on Friday, and we go more or less 5 days a week.
All right, Charles Peoples with that carry. I would also think the rules in the public league that the school district only pays for 4 coaches, 2 for varsity, 2 for JV, must have an effect on the amount you can get done each day.
Oh, the coaching has a lot to do with it, sure. And the Catholic League has 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 coaches, and as you said, the public league has their 4. That's varsity and JVs.
We had a shot there of head coach Jeb Lynch of the public league while we were
Tomaski goes back to throw on a screen.
By Peoples.
Oh my. He looked like he had blockers in front of him and a lot of running room, but the ball was just a little overthrown. That could have been a big play for the public league, and it'll bring up a 4th and 7, Teddy. And it looks like the public league will have to turn the ball back over again.
Yep. That play was well designed, well set up, but it helps to catch the ball first.
With the rain and the wind blowing into the punter's face, the non-pub should come up with good field position again.
Jim Work, George Washington, also played quarterback for his high school team. Versatile player, played some defense and some receiver. Timeout for the public league is called.
Well, John, it was great having you up here with us, and hopefully the pubs will get back into this thing and make it a tighter ball game.
Eddie, it's a pleasure being here. Ted, nice seeing you again.
All right, John, thank you.
Do we have a Teddy, do we have a timeout or do we have a flag? No, it was a timeout.
That was a public league timeout. We're set to resume.
Okay.
Work the punter.
Back to receive is Fred Harrison from Cardinal Doherty.
And
along with Tommy Garlick.
Misplays the ball.
Oh no, look at this.
Rufus Dorsey from Bartram recovers.
There's the big play the public league needed, and it didn't take long for them to come up with it. I mean, it seems to me that it should be a recovery by the public league, but we'll have to wait and see.
I think if Harrison didn't touch the ball, it touched him, which is the same difference in terms of rules. The recovery by Rufus Dorsey of Bartram. Now the referees are telling the stick people to get back where they were, so there might be
there may be some controversy around this call.
Let's see. And I think we are going back. John Schleier indicated with a little wave of the hand that maybe something was amiss, and it will go back. Maybe there was interference on the pubs in terms of allowing the receiver to catch the ball. return man, rather.
He hasn't given any indication yet as to what that play was. I don't know, Teddy. It seemed like it was a good play. It seemed like the ball was touched and the public league recovered from here. But
it's like touch football on the street. Take it over, huh?
Yeah, we'll have to wait.
The car
and
was
see.
coming.
I know the public league coaching staff's not very happy, and they're asking for an explanation, but it doesn't look like they're going to get one.
We did not get one.
We're just going to have to guess at what happened
and
there.
Now a bad snap.
Look at this.
To the end zone and in. Work gets it, slips.
He's down. He should be down right there. Yeah, I don't know why there was no whistle.
And it is a safety. Now we get the signal from John Schleier. It'll be a safety. No explanation on the previous play, so we're kind of in the dark up here as to what happened. But it is a safety. Work fielded the ball finally deeper than the end zone, slipped to one knee. And that makes the score 23-7 in favor of the non-publics.
That was kind of a mystery to me. I don't know what took place there, but it looked like that could have been a turning point for the public league, and now it turns into just a giant error, and it has cost the public league 2 points.
That's a killer, real killer.
That's a shame. We have one of the coaches out there conversing with the head official, John Schleier, but obviously we're not going to have any changes in the rules here, or make that play over again, play that play over again. But
that's Bruce Gladmore, Ed, from assistant from Northeast.
We still don't know what the call was, Ed.
Well, maybe they told them verbally on the field, but there was no hand signal up here or directed to the press box area, so we'll have to apologize. We just don't know what happened. The only thing I could think of, maybe the ball was not put back in play officially by the referee. Because it did seem, the timeout did seem to be a little on the short side. Remember, you were wondering if it was even a penalty or whether it was a timeout or what?
They may have snapped the ball early. I don't know. But we're lining up here for the kick after a safety, and it looks like the public league will choose to punt the ball. Obviously, the punter will be Walk, who's a great punter, Teddy.
Now the referee's meeting again. I can't believe what this would be about. You go to the 20 and either kick off or punt, one or the other. I don't know of any special rules for this game that would make that any different. Let's see. Oh, wait, we will have the non-pubs. I guess, what's the rule, Ed? If there's a certain amount, you're trailing by a certain amount of points?
Yeah, it's the 9-point rule. If you're trailing, you have the option to kick or receive, and they're going to invoke the option, and the non-public league team will be kicking off, Teddy. And here's one of the game rules coming into effect. When a team's down by 9, they have the choice after a score whether to kick or receive, and obviously they're going to want to receive. And kicking for the non-pubs will be Bill Ettis out of Cardinal Doherty High School.
You notice there, Ed, Bill Ettis has one white shoe, one black shoe. One is his regular shoe to plant with, and one is for kicking purposes.
Well, he got his foot into that one, Ted.
Yeah, that was the white shoe. Crespina on the move.
Look at the moves on him.
He's the magic man. Out to about the 28, 29. We'll see where they spot it. 6:31 remaining, third quarter. Non-publics 23, public 7. You are watching Comcast Horizon 66, the 15th annual Daily News Eagles City All-Star Football Game. Let's call it the 28. It'll be 1st and 10. All right, Ed, what do you look for here out of the public league? Sean White is coming back at quarterback.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think it's a time to panic. We obviously have 6 minutes left to play in this quarter, and a full 15 minutes in the fourth quarter. If I was the Pubs, I'd kind of come out and try to establish the run and stick to my basics and maybe push it in for a score and put myself back into the game. I wouldn't panic here, and it doesn't look like they are. They just ran off tackle there for about 8 yards.
Tavis Anderson, George Washington, out to the 37. Second and a long one, we'll call it. This is a free down situation if they want to put it up. Nice ground level shot there. Sean White from Bach. To give to Sundiata Rush, he has the first down up close to the 40. So the public league in 2 plays gets a first down. Tackled by 72 is Mike Kelly from Cardinal Doherty.
It looked like we got a player down out there for the public league. Well, he's up. Looked like Victor Gibson, the guard from Bach Vocational High School. Victor has impressed a lot of people this past week in practice. He is just so quick and does just a super job on run blocking for a little guy. He can't weigh more than about 180 pounds, but he is quick.
The give to Rush out of the split backfield set. And Sundiata gets up to the 44-yard line, 45-yard line area. His brother Kenyatta was a star player at Central and is a starting lineman at Temple. Sundiata also could have gone to Temple easily, but has instead opted for Penn.
That last tackle, Teddy, was made by Mike Keir, a big 6'3", 220-pound defensive tackle from St. John Newman. I'm kind of shocked at the way these big guys are moving out here tonight, Teddy. I thought the Pubs, with their speed, would give the non-Pubs a lot of trouble, but obviously the non-public has rose to the occasion and are really moving well out there.
Sean White, in the one area of the field that seems to be affected most by the rain so far, is right there, and he plopped down in it. A loss back to the 37. The ground level shot again. A look at the non-public defense. White rolls right, throws back left, complete to Work.
That was a nifty little play there, Teddy. He rolled out right and threw back across the grain to Walk, who was running a crossing pattern in the middle of the field, and found a little dead spot in the defense and picked up a nice game there.
It's going to be 4th and 3.
Here's a situation here, Teddy. He may opt to go for the first down, and it looks like he is.
Yep.
This could be a big play here for the public league.
Crispina, wide right. To Rush. Met hard.
Oh, boy. Met hard by a host of tacklers.
87, Mike Keir.
Led by number 87, Mike Keir, again out of St. John Newman. And they're going to be short about a yard, and out comes the punting team. The kicking game here has played havoc for both teams a little, Teddy. There's been some controversial calls on the kicks, and there's been bad snaps, and there's been poor punting. So it seems that the kicking down has been a thriller out here tonight.
Yeah. Well, they did turn it over there on
turned
downs.
it over
That's
on
right. It was a fourth down. So now Doug Briggs is back in for the non-Pubs at quarterback. 3:01, 3 minutes remaining, third quarter. My name is Ted Solari. Sidekick, Ed DiCamillo. And Tom McKenna helping us on statistics.
Straight handoff to the big fullback Simmons off the left side. Pickup of about 3 or 4 yards. Again, the offensive line of the non-public has done a great job. They keep making changes, but no matter who they bring in there, they're doing a good job. The left side that time was Shane Smith out of West Catholic and Tim Gallagher out of Penn Charter, along with tight end Kevin Bundy from Father Judge High School.
Sean Smalley and Perry Poole were in on the tackle. Wide side to the right.
There's a counter to Morgani. Oh my. They just blew open a big hole there. Gallagher, the big tackle from North Catholic, pulled up into the hole and had no one to block. He was 10 yards downfield, and when you get that, Teddy, there's nothing but yardage in front of you when you have a tackle 10 yards downfield. I think the misdirection plays are giving the public league a lot of problems. Like you said earlier, the public league doesn't see much misdirection, and obviously it's showing here tonight. And Morgani's the type of kid who can take it coast to coast for you.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go further. I got a little excited there prematurely. It looked like it was more running room than it turned out to be, but it was still enough for the to get close to first down. It'll be 3rd and 2. Straight ahead, Morgani.
Counter again to Morgani. Looks like he's got the first down.
Damon Bethel with the tackle, but it is a first down to the 35-yard line. Non-Pubs threatening to move again. Down to scoring range. And we have 1:20 remaining, third quarter.
Morgani's the type of kid, Teddy, who can carry the ball 15, 20 times for you. And he gets better. Yeah, and he gets better as he goes along.
Right.
And he's well rested, so if they want to put the ball in his hands every down here, he's used to doing it. He's done it for North Catholic, and believe me, he's covered a lot of ground in his career. He's got over 2,000 yards rushing. There he is again. He's off tackle on a blast play.
Notice every non-public lineman is downfield there. There's no pile at the line of scrimmage.
No, they're doing a great job. The offensive line coach for the non-public is to be commented on. Bob Kaup out of Father Judge has really got these kids blocking. And like I said earlier, it doesn't matter who they put in there. It seems like the 8 or 9 kids that are playing up front are doing a great job. That last hole was popped open there by Mike Duchissois, who's not a big kid, Teddy, but just used a lot of leg drive on that last block.
29-yard line. Simmons the fullback, Morgani still the tailback. The give to Simmons. Let's see.
Boy, that's a load running off tackle there, Teddy.
Have to hit him low, and they did. Number 23, Daishik Jones King with the tackle.
And it's another first down. I don't know what the stats are here tonight, Ted, but there's an awful lot of yardage being rolled up by the non-public league offense.
Tom McKenna, that's why we're paying him these big bucks. You better give us some stats. Then we're coming to the end now of the third quarter. And the ball will be on the 18-yard line. The score after 3, non-publics 23, public 7. And we'll be back after this break.
Tommy, can you give us some stats?
The best company every day you're gonna see drama and adventure that take you back and make you laugh. We give you interviews, arts and news. It's gonna be play-by-play, ringside views, nothing but the best for you. Comcast, watch us now. Watch us now. We know how. We know how. Comcast, watch us now.
I pray. Oh yeah. To the falling rain. Love, true love stays the same. Never leave me when changes come. Yes, true love will never change. It stays the same. It never changes. Like an old cliche, good things come to those who truly wait. Oh yeah. No, 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 no. Now I live with peace of mind, leaving all those lonely, lonely, lonely tears behind. Oh no, happiness is inside. Through the falling rain, the hurt and pain. Yes, true love stays the same. Never, 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 never. Oh, true love, it stays the same. It never changes. It stays the same. True love stays the same. Now I live with peace of mind, leaving all those lonely, lonely, lonely tears.
Hey, Ted.
Non-publics heading for the end zone, 18-yard line.
Again, straight ahead. Teddy, look at the blocking up front.
Yep.
We got 5 guys coming off the ball. Looks like 1 guy, believe me.
Shane Smith, number 70.
They just blew the public league back about 3-4 yards off the football, doing nothing fancy, just running straight ahead. and controlling the line of scrimmage, and that's what this is all about, is whoever wins up front usually wins the ball game.
And traditionally here, if it's a speed game, the pub wins. If it's a power game, the non-pub wins. And that's what we're seeing tonight. Down to the 12. Briggs to give to Morgani.
Morgani chips outside, breaks a tackle.
And down to about the 6-yard line. Chuck Morgani puts him just about at the 50-yard mark in terms of rushing yardage tonight. Willie Bryant from Mastbaum on the tackle. Let's call it the 7, okay, Ed?
Yep, 7-yard line.
All right.
Is that a first down, Teddy?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
so it'll be goal
first
to go
down, first and goal.
On the 7. Public League, Dennis Moore in there. Number 62 is Raheem Barrett from Franklin. 66, Claudel Jackson, West Philly, trying to go with a little beef. Spread formation for the non-pubs.
Counter, Morgani again. Gets stacked up that time.
Perry Poole, number 36 from King. He's had a great couple weeks of practice and in on a number of tackles tonight. He was kind of an unknown quantity coming into the game, but he's done well for himself.
Well, the non-pubs are going back with their power backfield. In came Frank Wycheck, the big running back out of Archbishop Ryan. Frank smelled that goal line. He's tough to bring down, Teddy.
I would think the non-pubs must be thinking if they spread the field here, they're almost giving the public league an advantage.
Okay, they're in a power I setup with a double tight end.
I'd look for something between the tackles.
There they go. Simmons again, off the left side.
Fumble maybe, no? I thought I saw some celebration on the part of the public league defenders.
No.
I guess they're just happy about not giving up a touchdown at this point.
It'd be interesting here, Teddy. It seems like the public league is batting down the hatches a little and came up with 2 pretty decent defensive plays here. I know it's only 3rd down, but he may opt to put the ball in the air. Public league is kind of crowding the line of scrimmage here and kind of disregarding pass altogether.
Right. Still a tight formation, double tight end. Briggs can roll out with the best of them.
Simmons again.
Simmons.
Looks like he's in. Yes, he is. Straight ahead, nothing fancy. Power football, and it's paying off for the non-public league as they jump out in front with the score 29 for the non-pubs and 7 for the public league with 12:17 remaining. And out trots Bill Ettis from Cardinal Doherty to attempt the extra point. Tom Garlick to hold. And the snap will come from Steve McEachran out of Archbishop Ryan.
So here we go. Ettis trying to make it 30.
Good snap, good hold.
Penalties.
And the kick is good, but looks like we got a flag. Let's wait and see who it's on. It looks like the pub may have jumped early.
That'll be the point good, and we'll tack the 5 yards onto the kickoff if that's the case.
Let's see what we have. Yes,
Offsides.
We have public league offsides. It'll be declined. Well, Teddy, I don't think we expected to score it, have we?
I never thought it would be one team leading by 23 points early in the 4th quarter.
I know I've been back and forth to both practices and speaking to a lot of the coaches that have been up there viewing the practices. Everyone thought that the speed of the public league would come into play and give them the edge here tonight, but the speed hasn't come into play because the non-pubs have just been running straight ahead and blowing them off the football, and there's not too much you can do about that. When the offensive line is cooking like that, it's just hold on for your dear life, and that's what's happened here tonight.
Okay, it's 12:17 remaining, 4th quarter. 30-7, non-publics ahead. And Bill Ettis will be back out here again. He's getting a lot of work in tonight for the right foot. The right instep, I guess, is more exact. Keita Crispina in the middle deep. And several newcomers to the return unit. Number 7 from Almy is Cornelius Rivera. And the other player from Mastbaum. You can tell by the helmet we can't see the number yet. Anyway.
Oh, Crispina misplayed the ball. They're going to be down right on the 10-yard line.
Darryl Logue from Mastbaum.
That was unfortunate. He came up there and lost his footing on the turf. And the ball will go into play at approximately the 11-yard line, Teddy, where it'll be 1st and 10.
I'm really surprised by this, Ed, with down 23 points. Patrick Tomaski is back out as the quarterback for Roxborough. Not that he's not a good one. We all know he is. But these situation cries for passing here. And they're going with the option running quarterback.
There's a couple interesting matchups up front here. We got Mark Ruber, the big tackle out of Central, who's heading to Delaware, playing against John Flacco. And that's been a battle all night.
Pitch out to Peoples. Brazell with the tackle. Gain to about the 16-yard line.
Brazell has played a whale of a game, Ted. And if you just take notice here, they just ran option to the outside, and we had 10 white shirts around the football. The non-pubs are sky high right now with a big lead, and a little bit of an interesting call running option down here on your goal line.
Yeah. Okay, Crispina in the slot this time. Tim Ali from Bartram is split wide to the right. Tomaski can't get free, and down he goes. The
and
tackle.
It's Flacco again from St. John Newman. He seems to be getting the best of Ruber here, and he's doing a little dance a la, what's the Gastineau from the Jets.
He made that tackle on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage, too.
Yep, he did a great job there. I didn't know he had such good lateral movement, but obviously he does. He came from one side of the field to drag down Tomaski.
3rd down.
3rd down, big
and
play
11,
here for the Pubs.
We're close to the 11-minute mark. Ali again, wide right. He rolls that way, looking to pass. Complete and
nice
down.
throw.
He caught it on his knee.
Real
I
nice
would imagine,
throw.
without even looking, it must be Crispina. Let's see.
Yep.
It was.
Nice play. Real nice hookup. Crispina's a fine receiver, Teddy. He would have gone for a lot more yardage if he didn't lose his footing on that play. But Tomaski showed he could fire the ball.
Yeah, that was a nice pass. On the move, too. 28-yard line. 1st down, Pub. Ali left this time. Under the seam to Crispina. Bumped out of bounds by Vince Viney, North Catholic.
That's a cute play, Teddy. The tight end goes down and clears out deep to the outside, and Crispina just comes down and runs a little out pattern underneath of him, and it puts the tight end in a good position to block. And that play was a good one for them, and I'm sure they'll come back with that one. The tight end on that play was Horace Jackson, who's a big kid out of Lincoln High School. But Crispina's a fine athlete, real fine athlete.
He's just flip-flopping sides here. Whatever the wide side is, that's where he goes. And the give is inside that time. Was there a fumble? Again, some celebration on the defense.
No fumble, but the play was made by number 35, Vince Amabile, out of West Catholic High School, and number 33, Max Potter from St. Joe's Prep. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
Peoples leaves the lineup. Just under 10 minutes. Tavis Anderson.
Straight ahead, he's going to get stacked up for a big loss. Number 46 on that play, David Waters, the nose guard out of North Catholic, who's doing a fine job, along with Mark Reynolds, the big tackle from Roman Catholic, who's heading to the University of Temple for as a walk-on.
Ed, as you well know, Mark's father, Tom, was involved with the All-Star game for a long time, passed away. I guess it's 4 years ago now.
Yeah, Tom was one of our board members, and it's interesting, Mark, I can remember when he was a little kid out here selling programs for us.
Yeah.
He's now out here knocking heads for us, and he's doing a good job tonight.
This will be a screen. 2 people.
Set up really well.
3 blockers. He might go. He might go. He might go. He does go. Charles Peoples down the left sideline, just about stretched the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. 55 yards.
Well, we seen that play earlier, Teddy, where the ball was overthrown and he had blockers out in front of him.
That's the exact same play, I'm pretty sure,
and he came back with it, and it was a big one for him. So the Pubs put one up on the board, and it's Charles Peoples from Lincoln, who is the second all-time leading ball carrier in the history of high school football here in the city. Charles has rushed for over 3,000 yards in his career and is headed for IUP.
Number 1 ball carrier is some guy, what's Blair Thomas, I think it is?
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Okay.
Young man who's up at Penn State.
Okay, 9:02 remain. Now, if I remember right here, they will get the kickoff back, right?
Yes. The 9-point rule, again, is in effect, and they will be receiving.
For a second there, I thought Peoples was going to get bumped out of bounds at maybe the 1 or 2, but he was able to stretch out.
Yeah, Rodney Fraser, the defensive halfback who played for me out of West Catholic, came across the field and almost brought him down. And here's a big play, Teddy.
Crispina on the lead
again.
Back of the end zone, 2-point reception. So the score is now non-public's 30, the public's 15. Tomaski to Crispina on the conversion. We have 9:02 remaining at Northeast High's Charlie Martin Memorial Stadium. Might have a ball game yet.
There's a shot of Charles Peoples on the sideline being looked at. Looks like he may have a little ankle problem, but I'm sure he'll be back in there.
Could be a cramp on a night like this. They're not accustomed to using some of the muscles that they used all season. Only 2 weeks or so to prepare for the game.
This is turning out to be an interesting ball game here. This 9-point rule hasn't been used much over the 15 years of the game, and here it's being used here tonight for the second time. And the Pubs could come right back and put another one on the board possibly and make this thing a ball game.
Some years we don't get 9 points for either team in the game, right? It's been a lot of, not a lot, but an assortment of 8-6s and 6-6 tie, I guess there was one year, and a 12-8 here and there. So it's nice to see 45 points up on the board. Maybe we'll bring people back next year. Tell your friends.
Yeah, sure hope so.
Nice Saturday night in April up in Northeast High.
Okay, Edis is ready.
Here we go.
Looks like a good kick again.
Darrell Lowe catches and slips.
That seems to be the pattern here tonight in the kicking game. The footing has been bad, and he slips and falls.
All right, the Public League will take over at about the 19-yard line, trailing by 15, 8:59 remaining. What do you look for out of this series, Ed? More of the same, like trying to spread the field?
I would stick to the same. You don't have to panic again. You got almost the full 9 minutes, and we haven't guessed right tonight. Every time we said they made a change for whatever reason, they've come back and done a great job. Tomaski came in, who is a runner, and threw the ball well.
Yep. Okay, inside reverse to Sundiata Rush.
He's stacked up, number 85, Colin Devlin from Father Judge.
Devlin, not very big, but was one of the finer defensive ends, especially for his size in the city.
Yeah, he's a good ball player. He was the captain at Father Judge this past season, and he was an all-Catholic, and justly so. He's a tough ball player. He just does a great job from his defensive end spot.
He's listed at 6'1", 175.
And that's stretching it up.
Yeah, maybe. Tomaski, downfield, from underneath,
great
picked
play.
off.
Let's try to get that number. He's just...
It's 20-something. I saw it too.
Looked like a Ryan helmet, but it's tough to see.
Like moving, maybe?
Could have been Frank Altamari from Archbishop Ryan. We'll try to verify that for you, but I seen the black helmet, but he hit the turf so quickly.
Altmaier, it was. That's what the announcement.
And it was Altmaier. I believe that's his second interception of the night. He had 3 for the year while playing for the Ryan championship team, and is also a basketball player up at Archbishop Ryan. Pubs go right back on defense, and the non-Pubs are sticking to the basics. Straight ahead, power football. And up the middle they go with Joe Sheridan from St. John Newman with a pickup of about 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 6. With 7:20 remaining, it's non-Public's 30, Public League 15.
Just inside the 30, 29, let's call it. Dave Coyle. That's one of the few outside plays the non-pubs have run tonight, and even that is successful.
Yeah, well, that play was designed to go inside. Coyle just seen things clogged up and bounced to the outside and wind up getting a couple of yards out of it. Coyle, one of the quicker backs out here tonight for the non-public league. Most of the running backs have been of the large size.
Yeah, the bruisers.
The bruisers in there is right, and they've done a great job. But Coyle's got the quick feet and showed it on that last play.
23-yard line. I would have to think in Doug Briggs' case that he has a world of confidence knowing that he's going the distance and doesn't have to worry about getting substituted for. The continuity should be there all night.
That's true. I'm sure Briggsy would like to be running the ball a little bit more and throwing the ball a little bit more, but with this lead and with no backup quarterback, I don't think you're going to have him doing too much prancing out there. I think Bill Sable is not going to take a chance and have to go back with Morgani at quarterback.
Yeah, plus the footing by this point, where it's not like a rain that's driving people away, but it is a steady rain. It does take its toll on the field after a certain point. 21-yard line now. 2nd and 8. Coyle again bounces it outside without even being hit that time.
That was an off-tackle blast, Teddy, with the fullback Sheridan leading, who got a great block on the defensive end, just drove him right off the football, and Coyle just bounced outside for some good yardage. Just basic football, block down and kick him out.
12-yard line now, non-pubs. I forget off the top of my head the record for points in this game, but it's maybe 36-38. The non-pubs had one time.
Yeah, down at Franklin
70s,
Field. Yeah. I was involved in coaching in that game. It was 38 points or so.
Give inside to Joe Sheridan. He's met by Bethel, among others. Derek Evans from Bach.
In a few minutes, Ted, we're going to bring Ralph Recapito back onto the mic, and he's going to announce some of the scholarship award winners for the cheerleaders that have participated in the game. And we have several of them that have won scholarships, and that's what this game's all about.
15-point deficit late in the game. The cheerleaders become more appreciated than ever. Briggs to Coyle.
Again, straight ahead, power football. Public League stacked them up that time, maybe a gain of about a foot. But right now, besides this drive taking them in the scoring position, it's also killing a lot of clock, and the clock is down to 4:55 with a 15-point deficit. Ralph, do we have those award winners?
Yeah, Eddie, we have 6 cheerleaders here from each won $250 scholarships each, and after this play, I'll give you their names.
Now double wide formation this time. Is that a draw?
Now straight ahead again, off tackle, power football. Coyle spins in air, does a great job getting the touchdown. Again, fine blocking by the offensive front of the non-public league, led by the big tackle from North Catholic, Hugh Gallagher, and a key block by the fullback Joe Sheridan out of St. John Newman. And that just put the 36-point on the board with the extra point coming up. Raph, let's go to you with those award winners.
All right, Eddie, the first one is Monique Trevera from Roxborough. And then we have Franny Wasserman from Northeast. Lamona Crosby from Bach. Michelle O'Donnell from West Catholic Girls. Amy Boyd from Cardinal Doherty. That was incomplete there, huh?
Yeah, Tom Garlick, the holder, took off and threw to Wycheck in the end zone, incomplete. Not that they care a whole lot at this point. The score with 4:28 remaining in the ball game on Comcast Horizon 66. Your score, non-publics 36, publics 15.
All right, and the last girl after Amy Boyd from Cardinal Doherty was Mary Ann Gallagher from Archbishop Bryan. All 6 of these young ladies will receive $250 to help them with their college education. We gave about I guess it was about $12,000 or $13,000 out of the banquet the other night. So we're up to around $90,000 now that we have given out in scholarship grants. I'd like to personally thank Pepsi-Cola and Frito-Lay that gave a lot of these awards out tonight.
Okay, Ralph, thank you very much.
Yeah, we had the real big one was, what, a $2,000 scholarship for Kokoro, right?
Yeah, Frank was one of the top scholars that are in this game and won a $2,000 award from the Italian-American Sports Lodge. Well, again, we go back to the 9-point rule, but
21-point rule.
Yeah, right now it's a 21-point rule. But obviously that's a mistake on my part. The non-pubs were the ones that scored and would be kicking off anyhow. Again, Edis gets a real good kick high up in the air, fielded by Crispina.
About the 17.
Nothing like speed, not much blocking, but he wound up picking up about 20 yards on that kickoff return.
Familiar number there, 45. Chris Brazell from Chester Hill makes the tackle. He's one of the city's finer athletes. Very competent basketball player, also a baseball starter, and has talked about dabbling in track before the school year was out. All right, Sean White is back in for the Public League at quarterback.
Now he's got to put it up, Ted. They're gonna try to pull this out. He needs to score quick.
Draw play.
Draw
Anderson.
play.
It was read by someone in a red helmet. Who was that?
Well, there's Dave Waters again, who's playing a fine game here tonight. David Waters out of North Catholic comes up with another big play to stop them for a 2-yard loss. I see the non-pubs have come back in with Flacco at tackle and Waters at the nose, along with Brode out of Chestnut Hill Academy.
Sean White.
Overthrown.
Horace Jackson rocked there after not being able to catch the ball. Fred Harrison with a hard hit.
I'll tell you, that Jackson kid, he hasn't caught anything tonight, but he's a big target out there, Teddy, and he shows some great speed going downfield out of the tight end position.
I think he's going to Johnson C. Smith, if I remember.
Yes, I believe that's correct, but Horace is 6'4", 205 and a first-team All-Public. That kind of tells the story of tonight's game there as you view one of the Public League players sitting on the bench. The Public League has come up with a couple of big scores, but no consistency. And here they go back with a screen, but it was read pretty well by number 32, Jeff Burke, out of Archbishop Ryan High School, who's a linebacker.
That was the same kind of play that Peoples took the distance.
Yep, they went back to the well again, but the play was read pretty well that time. Non-pubs making wholesale changes, groups of kids coming in down after down, and they keep changing that big front, obviously to put more pressure on the quarterback, and they've just come in with the big tackle out of Cardinal Doherty, Mike Kelly, who's 6'3", 250, and Mark Reynolds, number 77, out of Roman Catholic.
Timeout.
We got a timeout by the Public League team.
3:37 left. 36-15 is your score. Non-publics over the publics. Here's a look at the non-public defense.
Coach Lynch, who is the head coach out of Lincoln High School, is out on the field talking to his offense. And likewise from North Catholic, the defensive coordinator, Coach Weibel, is out there talking to his defense. Obviously, both coaches are saying the same thing, only on different sides of the ball. One wants a score, one wants an interception or a turnover.
We have a 4th down situation here, too. It's 4th and around 13 yards to go.
Yeah, I could see Coach Weibel telling him, look, it's definitely pass, loosen up, maybe give him something underneath, but don't give him the score. Obviously, the Public League needs 14 yards here for a first down, and if they don't make that, obviously this game will come to a close with a non-Public League victory. But all in all, Teddy, it's been a fine ball game for an all-star game. Usually you don't see much scoring and you see a lot of penalties, but it's been a real good football game. Both sides have really been hitting.
Sean White to Ballard. Now he might throw. He's a quarterback, as you mentioned earlier. He does downfield.
Real
to Ward.
nifty play.
And Jim Ward with another quarterback. 3 quarterbacks on that play.
Yeah, 3 quarterbacks involved in that play, and it worked.
A hat trick. We're down to the 40-yard line of the non-pubs. That was White to Ballard to Wark. And pick up 26 yards.
Now it keeps the drive alive, Teddy, and can make the score a little bit more respectable if they can punch one in.
Plus, they'd get the ball back. All right, Ballard this time. Trots down to the bottom of your screen. White. Throws long, looking for Tom Moore from Mastbaum. He won't
it's
get it.
intercepted by number 22, Lawrence Carlin out of St. Joe Prep. And Lawrence comes from a family of football players with his brother Leo, who played up at Holy Cross, who played in the All-Star game, and his brother Clayton, who is now the head coach at St. Joe's Prep, who's coaching in the game.
Right. He was also the kicker for the Prep. With Bill Edis around, has not gotten a chance to do that tonight, but I'm sure that's a big moment for little Lawrence Carlin. An interception late in the game. 2:57 remaining.
We'll put a plug in for Larry's dad, Leo, who's also the ticket manager down at the Eagles.
Just don't call him and ask for free ones.
Yeah, right.
Wycheck upended, about a 2-yard gain. I tell you the truth, when it's in power football, you would figure Frank Wycheck would have had to have played a part along the line, but it's been some of the other guys that have gotten the real,
Well, I think Wycheck was the guy early in the ball game, and then when he came back in with Simmons and Coyle and that gang, you seem to go with the guy that has the hot hand or the guy that's doing the most work for you and picking up the most yardage. And the one thing the non-pubs had tonight was a lot of consistency by all the running backs, really.
Yeah, not everybody can get off in an all-star situation.
No.
Eldon Niblett there is collared.
I was a little worried early in the ball game that he had so many running backs and maybe they wouldn't get on track because they wouldn't get much playing time. But it seemed like every guy that got a chance to get in there did a pretty good job, Ted.
Yep. Darrell Simmons on the tackle.
Shortly we'll be coming up with the MVPs and the Sportsmanship Award winners. It should be interesting who the offensive and defensive players are. I mean, it's going to be tough to pick. There was a lot of outstanding play out there tonight. It's not going to be an easy choice by any means.
1:20 remaining. I guess Briggs is probably the first quarterback in the history of the game to go the distance. Eldon Niblett, good gain, out past the 30. You ever remember that before, Ed?
No, well, obviously it's because of an injury, or else there would have been changes. But Briggsy hung in there all but 2 plays when Morgani came in there and had to hold down the fort until Briggsy got his wind back to get back into the ball game. But with less than a minute left to play, Teddy, this game is wrapped up, and believe me, it's a shame in a game like this that someone has to lose, but tonight the non-publics came out, controlled the line of scrimmage, and that's been the big key as far as I'm concerned.
This will tie the series too. It'll be 7-7 with 1 tie. Niblett up to the 40-yard line.
Okay, Teddy, we got the MVPs here in front of us, and for the public league on offense, it's going to be Keita Crispina, who came up with a big touchdown reception early in the ball game. And on the non-public league side, it's going to be the big fullback out of Father Judge, Jeff Simmons, who's headed up to Temple. On defense for the public league, it'll be Dashik Jones, a defensive halfback. And also a defensive halfback who's going to be the non-pubs MVP is Chris Brazel, who's had a fine game out of Chestnut Hill Academy.
No argument with any of those.
No, it's a tough choice picking tonight. There's been some just great play out there on both sides of the ball, and I'm sure the gentlemen picking the award winners found it difficult to come up with these 4 names.
Who was that gentleman?
The Sportsmanship Award winners. From the non-public league team, it'll be Frank Kokora, the big tackle out of St. John Newman, who's heading to Penn. And from the public league, it'll be Raheem Barrett from Ben Franklin High School. So there are your 6 winners, Teddy, and believe me, they've been tough choices. And my hat goes off to John Rogers, the former assistant coach up at Temple University, and Ralph Recapito, who is the founder of this game. They picked these winners, and believe me, it wasn't an easy job to pick them. Because as far as I'm concerned, both sides of the football had quite a few MVPs.
Okay, we had a personal foul there. It's his first 15-yard penalty of the game, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I'd like to point out that some tough performances were turned in by John Flacco from St. John Newman, who did a great job tonight rushing the passer. Joe Fox out of Archbishop Ryan also turned in a great performance, along with Mike Keir, the defensive end from St. John Newman.
Okay, the clock is running. We're down close to 10 seconds. Frank Wycheck bowls over a tackler, puts an exclamation point on the run.
Wow.
And he's going further. Finally knocked out of bounds.
You talk about power there, Teddy. That was power football.
Yeah.
That may have been the last play of the game, but he made it look like it was the first play of the game.
He wanted that one.
So with 1 second remaining on the clock, Teddy, the score now is non-pubs 36, Public League 15. And it'll just be one more snap of the football, and the 15th annual City All-Star game will come to a close. The victory by the non-public league team will now even up the series at 7-7-1, as you said earlier, Ted. And this has just been a fine football game, I believe.
That'll do it.
And there it is. That'll do it.
Final score from Northeast High's Charlie Martin Memorial Stadium. The non-publics 36, the publics 15.
It's also nice to see Coach Bill Sable leaving the city with a win under his belt. As you know, Coach Sable is leaving North Catholic to go up the William Tennant High, and I've been joking with him all week that you're only as good as your last ball game, and nobody would remember him if he lost this, so I'm happy for him that he's won. And also, it was a good job turned in by Coach Lynch from Lincoln, along with his coaching staff. Both teams performed very, very well for an all-star setting, Teddy.
Yeah, especially, with some foul weather, not like horrible weather, but it was just enough to affect some footing here and there, and maybe the wind affected some passes and some punts. But overall, I mean, you can't ask for more than we got tonight on a tough situation.
No, and another good thing is, Teddy, it's always nice seeing both ball clubs congratulating one another after the game. There's been a lot of sportsmanship out there. And another big thing is we've had no serious injuries, and we always keep our fingers crossed in a situation like this that no one comes away from this game injured, and it doesn't look that way. So it's really been a fine game.
At the end of this game were always the baseball coaches and the track coaches.
Yeah, along with a lot of college coaches who were out chasing these kids down, and hopefully we'll see a lot of these kids go on to college and do a great job. Here we see a celebration out there. Obviously, we don't have to tell you who won this football game, but once again, it's the non-pubs putting a lot of points on the board.
Our cameraman got swallowed up. We had to go up top. Here he comes again. He's back for more.
We may get our first injury here, Teddy.
We Comcast have insurance for this?
Yeah, we may need an ambulance here for the Comcast cameraman. But obviously, it's been a great ball game. Both clubs will probably line up here, Teddy, and they'll announce the award winners over the public address system. But there's a pretty festive scene down there.
I think they're hitting each other harder now, trying to get in front of the camera than they did during the game. Okay, my name is Ted Solari. With me has been Ed DiCamillo, the head football coach at West Catholic. We'd like to thank everyone involved with the telecast of tonight's game on Comcast Horizon 66 from Northeast High. Again, your final score, the non-publics 36, the publics 15. And we'd like to thank everyone, and good night from Northeast High.
Seems to go away.
much more than hope to bring you close. I think I'll pray. I hear you say you've got a lot to give up, and there is so much more this heart of mine can take. If what you have to bring to me is positive, you send it right away, right away. I wanna know what good love feels like, good love. I want a love that's sure to stand the test of time. I wanna know what good love feels like. I want love, morning and night, forever all my life. Good love, good love. Good love, good love. There is a void that stands between us, and it seems it's getting harder to relate. Never in my wildest dreams that I imagined life this way. I wanna know what good love feels like. Good love, good love. I want a love that's sure to stand the test of time. Baby, I wanna know what good love feels like. Good love, morning, noon, and night, forever all my life. I wanna know what good love feels like. Good love, good love. I want a love that's sure to stand the test of time. I wanna know what good love feels like. Good love. Hear me when I say, bring it to me, baby. If you're the man I hear you say you are, I don't quite understand why loving me is so hard. Never have I felt the need to be close. Words cannot say as I do. I want a love that's sure to stand the test of time. I wanna know what good love feels like. Good love, morning, noon, and night, forever all my life. I wanna know what good love feels like. Good love. I want a love that's sure to stand the test of time. Darling, baby, I wanna know what good love feels like. Somebody, somewhere, morning, noon, and night, and I'm forever all my life. I wanna know what good love feels like. Good love, sure to stand the test of time.
We'll be right back with more of The Quiet Storm on Power 99 FM.
When acquiring a luxury car, a driver often faces two obstacles that severely hampers their enjoyment of the road, namely high monthly payments and a large down payment. Your Philadelphia area Volvo dealers find these conditions to be less than ideal. Which is why, if you're in the market for a luxury car, you should visit one of your Philadelphia area Volvo dealers today. Because right now, you can lease a Volvo 760 Turbo Sedan or Wagon or a 760 GLE for only $399 per month with no down payment. For a little more, you can step up to the incomparable Volvo 780 Bertone Coupe for only $499 per month, again, with no down payment. The choice is yours. Thanks to our lease, the Volvo 760 or 780 is one luxury in life that you don't have to live without. Certain lease restrictions apply, and this offer is for a limited time only. So see one of your Philadelphia area Volvo dealers soon for details and a test drive of Volvo 760 or 780. It might just convince you to take us up on this offer to put nothing down. Volvo, a car you can believe in and afford.
If you've been hurt in an accident or are suffering from personal injury, there are many ways to turn. After all, lots of people in this town practice law, but when you need a professional whom you can trust, there's only one firm to call, the law offices of Wendell R. Wiley. For personal injury cases, the law offices of Wendell R. Wiley will do more than listen to you. They will advise, because that's what you're there for in the first place, advice. It sounds simple. It's not. Being involved in personal injury litigation is confusing enough. Don't add to it by choosing a firm that doesn't have the know-how to truly help. Call the professionals at the law offices of Wendell R. Wiley. With the experience to help and the ability to advise, Wendell Wiley provides you with exactly what you need. Peace of mind and the confidence of knowing there'll be no fee unless they win your case. Call 851-0510, 851-0510, or visit their offices at 42 South 15th Street. Put an end to the suffering. For personal injury, the choice in Philadelphia is clear. The law offices of Wendell R. Wiley. Raising a child these days, you have to be a child's cook, maid, and chauffeur. But you also need to be part psychologist, part pediatrician, and part teacher. Where can you easily learn how? You can simply read Child magazine, published by the New York Times. Every issue of Child contains fascinating articles and a wealth of essential information for today's busy parents. It's information on everything from camps to colic, bedwetting to vacations to video in a colorful magazine created especially for busy mothers and fathers. Child magazine can help you give your child a head start in life and give you confidence and reassurance as a parent. And after all, that is what you want, isn't it? Order Child magazine and take advantage of a great subscription offer. 1 year, 6 exciting issues for only $10. That's 43% off the cover price. For 1 year of Child magazine, call toll-free 800-255-8300. That's 800-255-8300 for Child magazine.
I've been crabbing through the night. It's enough to make you weep, but an ace is what I need to move ahead. I'm hungry and discouraged. It's a Snickers bar I need. Cramming's easy when you're happy and well fed. 'Cause Snickers satisfies you.
There's fresh, crunchy peanuts, peanut butter, nougat, caramel, and real milk chocolate in every Snickers bar. Packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies.
Snickers really satisfies you.
Power 99 FM. Kicking off another quiet storm. Power play. With 0 commercials. That means more continuous music. Less talk.
The quiet storm. Power 99
Come on, let's make a baby. Oh baby, come on, come on, come on. Let's bring another life into this world.
fill the room. Can't you see? Tonight I'm gonna make sweet, sweet love to you. Girl, don't be shy, don't be shy. This is a moment we've been waiting for. Hey, because by my side is the place you'll be forevermore, forevermore. So baby, come on, come on, come on. Let's make a baby. Oh baby, come on, come on, come on. Let's bring another life into this world. A little boy, a little girl. I want my baby to have shiny eyes like you. I hope and pray that he smiles the same way you do. Hey, don't be shy, don't be shy. Let's be fruitful and multiply. Come by my side, it's a place you'll be forevermore, forevermore. I say, come on, come on, come on. Let's have this baby. Oh baby, come on, come on, come on. Let's bring love alive into this world. A little boy, a little girl. Let's put wisdom in his head, so he'll never look back, he'll look straight ahead. We'll teach him the truth and understand the meaning of it all, so he can walk around with his head in song. Come on, come on, come on. Let's have this baby. Hello?
Freddie.
Oh, girl, I'm glad you're home. I've been missing you so much.